So we did engaging employees. Our scenario is that we were hired by an employment firm called Munder Difflin, and there's been a decline in the amount of people found for the various job positions. The clients are beginning to complain and ask why they're paying Munder Difflin if they can't even fill their spots. So Engage Inc. is coming in, that's us, to train the higher-ups in facilitating an engaging workplace before they start losing clients. So before the program even starts, we're giving a pretest to the employees, which basically asks how happy they are at their job, how appreciated they feel by management, and how approachable they think management is if they need help. So before the program, we are splitting up the management teams into two groups. One group will go into a hypothetical office space that has bright colors and modern furniture, and the other half will go to a more dull workplace that has gray walls and black furniture and no decorations. So we'll start out the program with the two groups in each workplace, and this is what they'll see first. And then we'll get into the learning objectives, saying that we'd like to be able to have them summarize their role in engaging employees, identify what a disengaged employee looks like, finding disengaged employees, and then being able to apply the proper techniques that we've taught them in order to engage their employees. So we would open it up with more of a open discussion of the floor and start with a focus group, asking things like, why is your role in employee engagement so important? What are some of the signs of a disengaged employee? And what do you think are some reasons an employee may be disengaged? A majority of the whole training program is that we're shooting towards allowing them to speak their minds and not just necessarily talking at them. So after we have them list some of their reasons, we are going to go over our reasons of why most employees aren't engaged. One could be office aesthetics, 2, employee management and relationships, and 3 would be lack of motivation. So getting to activity 1, we would give out a survey that basically acts as a mood gauge to see how the two groups feel in the two different office spaces. And then after that, we would bring in the group that is in the dull office space into the more stimulating, prettier office space. And we would talk a little bit about just how small a change of the work environment, the work aesthetics, and the wall color can be, but it can make a big difference. So our second activity would be communication. Focusing on bringing in mock employees and having them work with the management and basically observing how they speak to the mock employees and helping make sure that they're assisting them and they're approachable. We would also suggest doing weekly meetings or having an open door policy. The third activity would be boosting morale. So we would talk about kudos emails, which are basically just like a way to go email. We would show them templates and say that they can easily be doing these once a week, basically just giving recognition to those who are reading the most resumes and matching the most people to positions. Additionally, we would encourage management to have a selected event, maybe that they would do once a week, to basically integrate the employees as well as management and help them feel like they're more on a better level. So things like Meditation Mondays or Pizza Wednesdays, something like that would encourage productivity and happiness. At the very end, we would open the floor for discussion, basically ask the management what they learned and if there are any specific activities that they liked the most and are the most excited to implement in their workplace. In order to evaluate, we would administer the post-test to the employees 2 months after training. It would be the same test that we gave to them before the training for the management. We would also evaluate how many employees left due to disengagement or due to management reasons. And then Additionally, we would ask management 2 months after training if they actually used or implemented anything that they learned in the program. Overall, our experience was really awesome with this because we got to build a training program from the bottom up. So it was very interesting to be able to be given the chance to think about how we can engage employees in a more creative way, such as office aesthetics.